Visiting the Efteling with a disability requires a lot of preparation. We're here to help you out, but I can't speak from experience, so we invited a guest. Angie, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Angie, I'm 31 years old and I have a walking disability. I walk with a walking cane, this pretty one. And I visit multiple theme parks a year, and with this I make use of the disability card, the facility card.
And she's going to take us through the entire Efteling.
Let's go!
Let's dive in. What is the facility card?
Well, the facility card is a way for people with a disability to visit the theme parks. It's a help to actually get into the attractions, like a different entrance or help with getting in or stopping the attraction. There are multiple ways in which they help when you have a facility card.
We've just been in Fata Morgana and they asked us which kind of card you have.
Yeah,
Can you explain it?
Yeah, I can explain that. There are two different cards. There's a red one and a yellow one. The yellow one is for people with autism or who can actually walk and have another kind of problem. And a red card means that you cannot go into the attraction without having a buddy with you. So in my case, I walk with a cane, which means I cannot get in or out the boat without help because they are pretty deep.
Very, yeah.
So I have a red card. I need you or Joost or my boyfriend to go with me into the boat, otherwise I'm just stuck.
And they won't stop the boat for you?
They won't stop the boat for me. And with an emergency, that's very important. They need to get you out very quickly. So they make a difference between yellow, people who can walk and get in and out of an attraction themselves, and red, people who cannot go in and out of an attraction on themselves. And even there is another difference. You need to be able to make a transfer. So when you are in a wheelchair, you need to be able to get out of the wheelchair by yourself. They are not allowed to lift you up.
No, they're not health carers.
No, they're not health carers.
No.
And your body is also not allowed to pick you up because you need to get in and out at least a little bit by yourself.
We could tag along with you, so you can take 3 people here, but there are differences. We'll get to that later. What about bathroom facilities? How does the Efteling do that?
Well, we're currently standing in front of one. This is the Last Hope. And they actually do it really well. They have separate toilets for people with a disability. And the sinks are lower. And there are even in some facilities, there is a bed for when you need to change an adult person that's in a wheelchair that cannot help themselves. So the facilities here are amazing.
And how do you find the facilities?
Well, you can find them in the app, the Efteling app. They have these little pictograms that they put in the app, and that's perfect. You can find everything.
Download the app.
Download the app.
Download the app. You mentioned the special rooms where you can change people, and I think we're here at one.
Yeah,
I never noticed it before.
I brought you at one. This is I believe it's called the Van Eyck Plantsoen. I'm not entirely sure.
It's near the roller coasters.
Yeah, it's near the roller coaster indeed. And they have several rooms over here. One that you can actually change in, but also a room for people who get overstimulated because of autism or ADHD, because not every disability is visible. They actually have a calming room here where you can just calm down and rest.
A restroom. Literally a restroom.
Yeah, literally.
And you can also breastfeed here, so it's a combination with several things. But you have to know, because it says no access, but you can if you need to. You probably need to get an employee, right?
Sometimes it's different every time. I have used this facility a few times myself. I also have autism, and sometimes it just gets too much. And you have to either go to the game gallery, that's the game gallery that we are currently standing in front of, or to the first aid post back in Marenrijk.
Okay, that's quite a walk.
Yeah, that's quite a walk.
This is most the easiest, the game gallery.
This is the easiest, yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes you need a key, and other times it's just open. It's just chance.
Okay, good to know. You told us everything about the facility card, but how do I get one if I need one?
Well, there are two ways. They recently changed it, by the way. So the easiest way, in my opinion, is going to the guest service and just ask about it over there. You will get a form, you have to fill it in, and then you get to decide if it's a yellow one or a red one. But they recently changed it to Benevere. That's a in-app and on the website, I think, as well.
A chat box.
Yeah, a chat box kind of situation. And there they have a questionnaire that you have to follow with all kinds of questions like, are you in a wheelchair? Can you get in and out of the attraction by yourself? All that kind of things. And then the chat box decides what facility card you get. So those are the two ways that you can actually get a facility card.
So you get one or in the app, and you have it in the app so you can show it to employees, or you get one in a form, in a card that you can take with you.
Yeah, it's like a whole A4 page. It's this big.
A big card, okay.
And there's also a difference when you have a seasonal pass.
Okay, and what's the difference?
I can show you. I have one with me right now. I have my own with me.
Ooh, it's laminated.
It's laminated, and this is one that you can always take with you and show at the entrance of the facility. And I'm not going to turn it around because it has my personal information, but it has your annual pass number and the date that it's valid, and all kinds of information about which card. Oh, and you can also see that this is a red one.
We're here at Nest, and what's so special about Nest? Because it's a playground in Ruigrijk, the roller coaster area.
Yeah, Nest is special because they have several areas where it is actually wheelchair accessible. They avoided putting stairs in most of the places except for the big ship and that kind of things, so that kids in a wheelchair can actually enjoy the playground.
Cool. You said there were also special things about where you sit in attractions. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I can certainly tell you more about that. Like, there's a difference between dark rides and roller coasters. In dark rides, there are specific cards that you can go in. Like in Fata Morgana, that's for a red card is that 1 and 8. And for a yellow card is 1, 4, 8 and 11.
But the employees tell you where to sit. So
the employees tell you where to sit, don't worry.
Yeah, but the special boats?
Yeah, the special boats, special cards. But with roller coasters, they actually go an extra step. Not only do they have a special card, not only do they have a special row, they have a special seat. Okay. You're only allowed to sit in that specific seat.
So like for example Baron, can you sit in the front row?
No, you get in the back row. Baron is kind of special with that. They have a chair, they can strap you in when you have an amputated limb.
Okay.
So they think about everything, but you have a very specific place.
So we're we're in quite an uninspiring place right now. Can you tell us where we are right now?
We are currently in the waiting area for the facility people from the Flying Dutchman. It's one of the least decorated places in the Efteling.
It's quite uninspiring.
Yeah, you're literally watching a
concrete
wall.
It's nothing more than faded green concrete.
Yeah, this is one of the places where it was an afterthought. But you also have places where they actually thought about the facility entrance. Here it was an afterthought, so we're here.
Many people think it's also a shorter wait. Is that true?
That totally depends on the attraction. Like we're currently at the Flying Dutchman. I always say the rule of thumb for me is take the actual waiting time. That's the least that you're going to wait. Because the facility entrance has special boats, special spots, like I just said. Mm-hmm. And there isn't any more place for someone with a disability on the whole ride. So you have to wait until the person in front of you that you have waited behind is back, and then you can go in the attraction. So you wait the entire attraction. The normal waiting time usually is a little bit faster.
Yeah, so it can be longer even.
It can be even longer. It totally depends on who is in front of you. And besides that, you also don't see the waiting areas. For example, here, I wish I could see the actual waiting area for this attraction because it's beautiful, and here we're watching a concrete wall, and that's quite often. And if you are a theme park fan and you can walk and you don't actually need it, I recommend not going through the facility entrance because you won't see any of the theming.
At Efteling, can you do everything with a facility card?
That depends on how you view it, because we're currently at Symbolica and you have 3 different tours here, but with someone with a disability you can only do 1 tour, that's the music tour. Mm-hmm. And with Maximoris you can only do 1 ride, that's the Max ride. Mm-hmm. And
because it's a 2-track, so you can't do the other side.
Yeah, you can only do 1 side. Same with Joris and the Draak.
Yes.
You can only do blue. Only
water.
Do water.
Yeah.
So it totally depends on how you look at it. I will never get a perfect credit score. I will never get a coaster bingo, sadly enough, but at least I can do them.
At Dream Flights, you can do the VR experience.
Yeah.
And you can also do the ride, but there are requirements. What are the requirements to do that ride?
I know what they are because I get the same question every time that I ring that bell. You get asked if you can walk stairs, like the ones that you set against a wall. That are the kind of stairs that you have to go down.
That's the fire escape.
Yeah, the fire escape kind of stairs. Yeah. And you have to be able to walk on a moving pathway without falling down, preferably.
And at Villa Volta there is also a special experience, right?
Yeah, there's a special experience. They have made a movie years ago, and you can do the 2 front shows. With the last show with Hugo, you get led through a side entrance and then you can actually view the movie. And that one is particularly well themed, if you ask me.
So we were at Fata Morgana and all 3 of us were allowed to go with you. But here at Symbolica we have to leave Corné behind. So yeah. We're the ones who can come with you. Are there other attractions with that kind of restrictions?
I believe Ravelijn, the park show, which is not a good point to sit at all. You are actually sitting behind a wall at the ground level. So you don't see everything and you miss a lot. And I believe the children's attraction with the little trains, I cannot do that anyway because I don't have the leg power.
You have to pedal,
but you have to
pretty
pedal
hard, yeah.
So I think those two.
Yeah, that's the two where you can, I think, bring one.
Yeah, and
So-
this one is Symbolica is two people.
Yeah, and the other attractions are 3 people.
Yeah.
And we talked about bringing people, but you can also bring your dog if it's a service dog.
Yeah, you can bring your service dog on, I believe, every dark ride, but it has to be able to get in the cart itself. And you are also allowed to bring your service dog to the special vacation homes at Bosrijk and Loons Land.
There is an overview on the Efteling site where you can bring your dog and what he can do and can't do. So I'll add a link in the description so you can check it out yourself and have a complete overview.
So I'm actually an Efteling YouTuber, so I come here a lot. It's Eftel Brunette, and that's also why I know so much details about the facility entrances.
It's a great channel, check her out. It's always fun to watch. It is in Dutch, but you get the vibe and a lot of good images.
We're very silly people.
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments and we'll help out. Maybe we'll check it, but we'll try to help you out. And help us out by giving us a like and subscribing to our channel. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
See you in the next one.
Bye.